Hello guys and welcome back. I am playing a very famous game called Smite. If you guys don't know what that is a online MOBA game. It was just updated, I think, because the servers were down while I was trying to record this for the first time. So yeah, I am playing Poseidon today, and let's see how well I'll do in this game. Let's hope everyone will make it on our team. Yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how to play MOBAs and, well, basically what this game is about. I'm going to start off with getting the Boots of Magi, which are now named Shoes. This is a really good basic game for early on because it'll get... Whoops, wrong one. These boots give you, if you can see down here, maxed out, they give you 50 magical power, 250 mana, and movement speed, along with magical penetration if you pick this side, and cooldown reduction if you pick this side. I'm going to go now with the cooldown reduction. As you can see, my guy has, in MOBAs, you usually have 4 abilities. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is your ulti. My 1 ability sends a tidal wave that will damage all enemies. As you can see, it'll damage all enemies. It'll do 100 damage plus 24.5 magical damage, and reduces my passive, which every time I get a hit, Poseidon's movement speed increases by 20%, and his abilities do up to 20% additional damage as his tide levels increase. Successful basic attacks increase this tide. Using abilities decrease it. So my first ability damages all enemies. My second ability makes my basic attack stronger. My third ability sends down a whirlpool that will slow all enemies within the radius, along with dealing damage to them. My ulti is the Kraken, which does a lot of damage early on, and will continue and does most overall damage. As you can see, that's what my 1 ability does. You don't want to push in towers early on, because pushing in towers early on will most likely lead to you dying. As you can see, I got hit by the ability. As you can see, I missed. Yeah, basically, it's gods v gods in this game. And so, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get to the enemy Minotaur, which is the Minotaur symbol at the top of the map. You do this by destroying the towers on these lanes. As you can see, I got my first kill, which is pretty good for early on. So, wow, okay, so if you guys look up on the top, near the top right, or the top of the board, you guys can see every player, what their level is, and how strong, and how many kills our team and their team has gotten. See, as you guys can see up on the top of the tower, I'm doing very little damage to them early game, which I will keep doing little damage to them until I'm higher level. So you attack minions. The reason you would want to attack minions is because the more you attack minions, the more experience you get, and the experience will help you level up. That's one of my teammates' abilities. I'm going to recall now. I'm going to recall now so I can go and finish buying items. And I'm going to get the Gem of Isolation, which, with this one, it slows all enemies by 25% with my, if they're hit by any of my damaging abilities, which all my abilities are damaging. So, this is the jungle. These are creeps in the jungle. Some creeps, like this one, give you boosts, as you can see the little swirling thing around him. That one is speed. This one's mana, and some over there are attack. You can look up on your minimap to see what they give you. The money symbol would be money. Try and not get her to come over here. She is strong early on because she is an assassin type that's difficult to get around to attacking. As you can see, she used one of her abilities just then. So yes, I secured my second or third kill. That was my second kill. And there's a thing called ganking in this game, which I'll probably show later on. Ganking, what it does is allows you, well, what it does is where you go out in the jungle and go behind the enemies for a sneak attack. That's basically what ganking is. You would want to do this to help out your teammates, because if you die in the game, you will slow down. It'll slow your team down, and you won't be able to respawn for a long time. This game has cooldowns on all of their abilities, just for balancing purposes. As you can see, their Poseidon is now playing defensively, which is good. He should have been doing that this entire time. Because he's at a really bad disadvantage. I'm gonna keep talking about the game as it progresses naturally. I'm gonna back out of the tower here in a sec, because as soon as it gets down to archers, you would want to get out of the tower, because it's not going to be very good if you get trapped within the borders of that tower with your friends there. As you can see, I secured my third kill. I'm gonna stay here because I'm gonna stay here and wait for my Cupid to retreat, because he needs to retreat. He's losing. Well, hasn't retreated this entire game yet. As you guys can see on the map, there are two sets of towers. A phoenix, which is the middle thing. I'll get one for his mana. And as you can see, there are two towers, a phoenix, and a minotaur. Your main objective is to destroy the minotaur, as I said. I'm gonna back out of the tower now. But you would really want, this would really help if you would, I want to recall now, so I can go back. No, I like Cupid recall. I just hope I don't have to tap, my game doesn't tab out on me randomly like it does. Excuse me, I got a text real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I hear a Thor. He's gonna die.